Hi, this is Helena, one of your co-hosts for Sneople at the Movies. This isn't a sponsorship, but please don't fast forward. I just want to issue a quick apology and sort of disclaimer before we begin this episode. This is our Oscars 2019 episode. The first part of the episode, which we recorded a couple of weeks before the Oscars happened, deals with our predictions. In this episode, therefore, I mentioned the name of the actor Mahershala Ali several times because he is nominated for supporting actor this year. By the time you're listening to this, he may already have won. But for some reason, when I was recording this episode, or that part of the episode, I pronounced his name wrong every single time I said it. And I didn't realize that I had done this until about 2.5 hours after we finished recording. I had a kind of inverse eureka moment. I don't know what happened. But I just want to apologize to a couple of people. I want to apologize to you, the listener, for having to hear me butcher it like that. And I also want to apologize to Mahershala Ali himself, even though I am almost certain that he does not listen to this podcast, at least not yet. This apology is important to me because, first of all, I don't want to appear like a dingus about something that I claim to have some knowledge of. But most importantly, this is about respect. I think just as a bottom line, it's important to pronounce people's names correctly when you are talking to them or talking about them. But this particular situation has an undertone of something else that I want to address, which is that people of color, when their names are mispronounced in day-to-day situations or on the red carpet of the Oscars, when they correct the white person, usually, who mispronounced their name, they are often met with dismissal, or they're ignored, or the person who mispronounced their name sometimes will even jokingly blame them for, quote, having the difficult name to pronounce. I don't want that attitude anywhere near this podcast, even as an accident. So I'm sorry once again for doing that this time. And I hope that barring that, you really enjoy this episode because we had a lot of fun recording it. Thank you once again for listening, and I'll turn it over to the intro music. Hello, beloved listeners, and welcome to Snake People at the Movies, film criticism by people who actually like film. Join us as we dive into movies we love, movies we respect, and movies we wish we could unsee. It's the podcast where we talk about growing up and living queer, nerdy, and depressed online and at the cinema. From the kids who really only care about awards justice for Paddington 2, it's Sneople at the Movies. I'm Helena.
I'm Ezra.
And I'm Matty.
Welcome to our, what we are lovingly calling our pre-Oscars shitfest. We figured we would record some stuff about the Oscars before they happened, and then we'll record our reactions after they happened, and that'll all be part of our Oscars Hangover episode, which is what you're listening to right now.
Yes, this is the Oscars pre-hangover. Oscars pre-drinking.
None of us are actually drinking.
No, what do they call that? I'm a millennial. What do pre-gaming? Oscars pre-gaming
yeah.
Is what we're doing right now.
Oscars yep. Sober pre-gaming.
Right, exactly.
Well, welcome to our Oscars pre-game, in which we realize that only one of us has seen most of the Oscar-nominated films this year.
Yay!
Hey. Woohoo!
Guess who it is? It's Helena, because it's always Helena.
I'm kind of like how our friend Leia saw Ready Player One so we wouldn't have to. I saw Vice so you wouldn't have to.
That is a public service and a half there, my friend.
Did you actually
I'm still gonna watch it.
Did you see both of those?
No, I saw Vice. I didn't see Ready Player One, but I'm gonna because Ben Mendelsohn's in it. I just don't know when.
True. I will watch that one with you.
Oh yeah, no, you two should be in the same room and then I'll Skype in and we'll just get wasted and watch Ready Player One.
Yeah, I'll do it for Ben. I'll do it for him.
Only for Ben Mendelsohn.
I'll do it. Do it for him.
God.
Anyway.
Okay, so we thought it would be nice to start off our Oscars episode with a little bit of kind of each of our individual background with the Oscars as an institution.
Oh my god, you guys. Sorry, as we're doing this, I just got breaking news that the Oscars have reversed their decision to air the cut awards during the commercial break.
Well, thank fuck.
Like, literally just fucking... Anyway, we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, we were going to spend, like, a really long time being really angry about that, and now we don't have to. Wow.
Cool.
What are we actually going to talk about for this episode?
Good.
Divine
we'll
Providence.
Still talk about it.
We heard you, Snake Council. Here you go. Be nice to us.
It definitely wasn't us. It definitely was, like...
It definitely had nothing to do with
the
us.
scores of, like, Best Director nominees who were like, this is bullshit.
Guillermo del Toro's like, hey, you know what you can't have a movie without? Editing and cameras.
It was like the collective force of Guillermo del Toro, Alfonso Cuarón, and Spike Lee being like, y'all are dumb. And then just cowing them into existence. That's exactly what they said. Anyway, cool.
That was all they had to say.
Yeah. Well, why don't we talk about our history, our personal history with the Oscars?
Let's.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll go first just because mine is the shortest. My family doesn't do like an Oscars thing every year. My mom and I would watch a variety of award shows sometimes. She and I really like the fashion watch, so we would watch all the shit at the beginning where it's like, look at all the shit that people are wearing, and we would like comment and critique them. I really like also the movie montages they do where it's like, here's the stuff that happened this year, and like here's cut, like that's the stuff I enjoy.
Mood.
But I don't think award shows are useful. That's the hot take I just made up. I don't think award shows are useful in terms of critiquing what is good art or good film. I think they're bullshit. Yeah. I think the Academy is bullshit. What I've written here is, I get pissed every single year because the awards are chosen by shitty old white men who have a hard-on for drama and biopics and hate black people. And I'm right.
You are right.
And you should say it.
I pay more attention to like what the Golden Globes and the SAG Awards say. And I think I'm biased on the SAG Awards because my mom votes in them every year, so...
Yes.
And I respect what my mom has to say. But I still don't like award shows. That's my opinion on the Oscars. They're fun to watch. I just like, every year I get super angry about them.
Yeah. And
I usually just watch them through Twitter osmosis.
Mm-hmm. And they're fun on Twitter.
Oh, they're so much fun on Twitter. I'm excited. For Twitter does the Oscars this year.
Honestly, yeah, at this point, I feel as the actual award ceremonies have somehow gotten less interesting, like, the cultural brouhaha surrounding the Oscars is a way better show than the actual Oscars.
That's the other part, is they're just, like, boring. They go on for a really fucking long time, and they're not, like, usually the jokes writing is not great, and, like, I just can't sit still for that long. I'm like, this...
That's fair.
This sucks.
Year that, sorry, go ahead, Ezra.
Oh, I was just going to say, I feel like they keep trying to cut things to make it more, like, streamlined and therefore more interesting. But I always felt like the more actual art you saw during the Oscars, the more I was interested in it. Because it would be like, oh, here's another movie clip. Here's another song performance. Here's another...
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come out and do something. It wasn't just wall-to-wall acceptance speeches.
Right. I don't care about the speeches usually. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
I don't care for the patter necessarily, the like filling the space chatter. No. It's not. The
writing is usually pretty bad.
So the year that Moonlight won, which was 2 years ago, I was
Yes.
home alone
Yeah.
because my parents went to a separate Oscar party with their friends. So I was home alone. I had a bottle of rosé. I had made myself some pasta. And I was like going in and out of the room, like muting the television because I didn't care about like any of the jokes and most of the speeches. So I was like unmuting, muting, unmuting, muting. And it like that for me, besides getting absolutely wasted with my friends, is the ideal way to watch it for me because it's just like, I don't want to hear this. I don't care. And La La Land kept winning stuff a lot, so I was like,
Oh, yeah, and I was sick of that.
until it didn't.
Ooh.
Notable Oscar history. The year La La Land didn't.
So my family did have Oscar parties. This was kind of our like funky little thing where my family doesn't really do like parties, but just the three of us would sit down. We would get like fancy finger food and we would put like a tablecloth over the like coffee table in the living room and we would watch the Oscars. And it was a big deal because I would get to stay up even though it was a school night because they're on Sundays. Like even when I was fairly young, my parents would let me stay up all the way through Best Picture. So it was just like it was kind of a big deal, and it was an occasion with an amount of pomp and circumstance, and so I grew up kind of having a soft spot for the Oscars and having a soft spot for the admittedly kind of narcissistic spectacle of Hollywood putting on a show to celebrate itself. It's fun.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so I feel like it's just not as like it's not as fun anymore because now the Oscars are trying to be like self-aware, and they were much more fun when they were just sort of like gloriously over the top and totally unashamed about it.
Yeah, because they knew their audience back then, and they know that their audience is primarily gays. So I mean, not to put also a point on it, but like, hello, who do you think is watching this? You know, so
yeah.
Now they're just like, no, we have to make this up like appeal to everybody. It's like, no,
yeah, it's like this is for people with an appreciation for the over the top.
Yeah.
And in terms of like, especially and then fast forward to now, I am super bad at seeing as many things that I think are going to be nominated for Oscars as possible. Every year I tell myself that I'm going to be better about it. So I can be like #conversant in the Oscars prospects. And every year I work in a grocery store and like that coincides the you know, like primo awards bait movie season and my job is a crap hole because it's Christmas happened at the same time. And so like I had a really big depressive episode this year and I missed a ton of these movies. That's not going to stop me from having opinions on it.
Nope.
That is what I think the kids call a mood.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I like to tell people that I officially quit the Oscars in 2012 when Steve McQueen's Shame wasn't nominated for anything because that was one of the most like punch in the face movies I'd ever seen, and everybody walked out of it going, haha, we saw Michael Fassbender's dong, and I'm like, that movie ruined me emotionally. And I realized that I just had really different like priorities about film than the people who nominate things for Oscars did, and so now I watch them through Twitter. I like looking at red carpet pictures and yelling about bad fashion decisions.
Yep.
But I will just be over here treasuring my memory of the 2004 Oscars when Return of the King won everything and I lost my like 13-year-old mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty glorious.
So that's Ezra and the Oscars.
Quick note, now we're talking about like red carpet. Y'all, the Black Panther cast is gonna tear up the red carpet this year.
Oh boy.
Their fashion's really so good.
That's a bunch of people with really good taste and really good stylists.
I'm so excited. And we're talking about my Oscar history. It's me.
It's all you. There are three of us and you're the only one left.
We have to ask Paddington what he thinks.
Yeah, no. It's time for the fourth member of the show to have an opinion. Paddington.
Paddington's opinion is important. I think since like a couple years ago, I started trying to see all of the movies because I wanted to be able to say, like, just to have my opinion be informed by I actually saw this and I have this opinion, whether or not it was positive or negative. So I did pretty okay at that last year, and I'm doing pretty okay at it this year. There's still a few that I haven't seen yet. And after like rage watching Vice on Putlocker, I'm actually officially quitting on seeing Green Book and Bohemian Rhapsody. So there are some sacrifices I am not willing to make, alas. But I try and see them. I think it's kind of like fun for me because I've said before, it's like a race that I can actually win because it involves no physical activity. So I try and play that game. I have a very vivid memory of attending an Oscar party. My parents never actually hosted any Oscar parties. I wrote that down here, but that is not true. They went to an Oscar party that was hosted by my parents' friends, and all the adults stayed upstairs and like drank, and the kids were down in the basement, and we got Lord of the Rings trading cards as party gifts because that was the year that Two Towers was nominated. So that was fun. And this will be the second year this year that I've attended an Oscar party with my friends, which is extremely fun. We do a ballot about who we think is going to win, and we have themed foods like the last year we did Ladybird chicken wings and the 3 cheese boards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. We also had a white wine and a red wine. The red wine was Phantom Red for Phantom Thread, and then
that one was really
the white
good.
wine was Timothy Chardonnay. So
wait, that's just that guy's name, right?
Yeah, no, that's his name. And yeah, I just like I have a mixed relationship with them. I really, as an actor, like watching a bunch of actors who are like mostly drunk most of the time get up and have to like talk to like everybody there, and then like all of the people who are watching just gives me extreme secondhand embarrassment or thirdhand embarrassment.
Mood.
So I just like that's kind of the part where I mute it, where I'm just like, I can't watch this because I'm gonna die. But I really like the movie montages, even though, you know, some of them are just like, that was completely unnecessary, but I appreciated it anyway. So that's my relationship.
I think the point of the Oscars is that they're just unnecessary. They should like embrace the fact that they're unnecessary. Like,
yeah.
Stop trying to be like, it won an Oscar, so it was good. It's like, I don't give a shit. This is pomp and circumstance, and you can't put a fucking price on art. That was not the phrase I wanted, but it's the one I'm sticking with. So
I like it.
Well, they don't need to be relevant to be fun.
Yeah.
And I think that unfortunately the Oscars have kind of steered away from that.
So yeah, this year they don't have a host. What's up there?
I just, you know, this is kind of vaguely embarrassing. Actually, one, I can't remember who it was who was supposed to host it.
Kevin Hart.
I can't remember. Okay.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
He is a comedian.
Okay, yeah, like I genuinely, they were like, oh, this dude is hosting the Oscars this year. And I'm like, if that guy walked into the store where I work, I would not even realize he was famous. I've never seen that man before in my life.
My cousin is like kind of into his stuff a little bit, or he was before. So I like know him. I don't really like go out of my way to like see his movies and his material. Like, I've seen parts of his stand-up show and it didn't really do anything for me.
That's fair. I'm sure he's perfectly good at what he does. It's just one of those things where I was like, oh, I am so out of touch. I genuinely do not know who Kevin Hart is.
Yeah. And he also he did make some not so great jokes in his routines, and also some comments on Twitter too that were like really really not cool. And people, you know, a lot of people have opinions about how like, well, that shouldn't matter, they shouldn't be able to pull up like his stuff. And I'm like, I don't, you know, obviously as a gay person I have an opinion about that.
Also, like, bitch, it's the 21st century. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We're not all just driving around in internet cars honking at each other and flipping each other off because this is just like a little anonymous anonymous face, it's not like that anymore.
No, this shit has your name on it.
Right. This is when you tweet shit like that and you do shit in your routines for your job, and you've never and this is things that are hurtful, and you've never come out and said like, hey, what I said probably wasn't super cool, like, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
It's like if I was tweeting shit on, like, my public about, like, I don't know, if I tweeted some offensive shit, my job would be like, you know, we don't really want you to work for us anymore. Like, that's just, you lose job opportunities when you say offensive shit.
Like, you should, or at the very least, it's like, it's not like it was like, hey, you said some offensive shit, and he didn't go, yeah, I did, I shouldn't have done that, I'm sorry, I try not to be, like, I know better now.
Yeah, I'm learning from that mistake, because there's definitely room to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah,
like,
everybody makes mistakes.
He did kind of like an apology thing, but it wasn't an apology. Yeah, it was just kind of like that whole, like, well, I'm sorry if people were hurt by my... Like,
sorry you were offended, or like, oh, I'm sorry you found it, or something. Yeah, it's just frustrating.
You know, and it's not like his career has, like, suffered a bunch, because it's just like he had a job offer to host the Oscars. It's not like he's Kevin Hart, Oscar host, and that's his job.
No, yeah, it's not...
He's an actor and comedian. He was asked to host the Oscars. The offer was rescinded, and he had a movie come out shortly afterwards that did very well.
Yeah, like this particular, he lost out on one particular gig. It's not like the man's whole career.
Yeah, it's not like it's really that difficult to find a comedian who isn't offensive, too.
Yeah, that is true. And it's just like, you know what? Man, I don't know if it was that I'm always wondering, was it that I was too young to know that the jokes were bad? Were the writing better, or was Billy Crystal just really good? Because didn't Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg host the Oscars one year? I think they did.
That's possible.
Sounds correct.
Yes, because I remember them just being really funny. And the years that Billy Crystal hosted it, because it was like friendly, positive humor. You know, there was a little bit of roasting people and stuff. It wasn't like there weren't jokes had at the expense of people, but they weren't, like, mean. It was everybody, you know, it was people getting together to have a good time. Like, that was the vibe of the Oscars. And now I feel like it's a little bit more, like, that's not edgy enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of like, I will say, I think it depends on the host, because it was Andy Samberg and Sandra Oh this year for the Golden Globes, and they were fucking... Everything I saw from them was great. Like, they're funny.
They had a bit, like, of a rough start, but it was, like, they warmed up to it, and they were very casual and kind of, like, just loving with the audience, which I thought was, you know, it was very relaxed and kind of like, this isn't a big deal. You know, it's an award show.
It is definitely doable, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Ugh.
I really don't know who's making those decisions. That's a question too.
Like, yeah, and I'm like, if all of the things that if we had to lose something, I'm not that pressed about losing a host. Like, for me personally, what I get out of it, like, I don't need one.
Yeah, I'm not super worried about it.
I think the year that they started trying too hard was the year they got James Franco and Anne Hathaway to co-host together.
She didn't deserve
I was going to bring that up. She deserved better, because Anne Hathaway wore a tuxedo, and that was really, really, really amazingly important to my gay ass. But also...
Yep.
Real talk, when I was getting my haircut today, I was just, like, zoning out, as you do when you're getting a haircut, and I was thinking, like,
Mood.
God, Anne Hathaway just hasn't aged. She's just, like, so eternally beautiful, and, like,
she is
so stunningly gorgeous.
Well-spoken, and, like, smart and funny, and, like, wow. Anyway, so that's the story of me zoning out, getting my haircut, and being gay.
Just being gay for Anne Hathaway?
Yeah.
Mood.
I love her.
No, actually, you know what it was? Because I have glasses and my eyesight's just fucking shit. Every time I get my hair cut, I have to take my glasses off. So I was thinking about that piece in Princess Diaries too.
Oh my God.
Where her hair is revealed and she's totally different. And that's me every time I get a haircut, where I don't know what I look like until it's over.
Because you can't see what's happening.
Because I can't see. It's kind of like a fun surprise every time.
For reference, everybody, Matty is really, really blind. Like, I have 20/20 vision, I put their glasses on, and I will, like, fall over.
You took all my good vision.
I did. Your eyes are large and a very nice color, and they're mostly decorative.
Yeah.
What's your prescription, man?
I have no clue. It's been a couple of years.
It's a lot.
It's not good.
Because I'm like -4 in my left eye or something, and then like negative another thing in my other. So
my dude, I have no clue what the scale is. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's rough. I have the thing where they have to shave my lenses down to like a third of what they would normally be, because otherwise I have like I would have legitimate Coke bottle glasses. My lenses are already pretty thick, because you've seen how thick my glasses are. That's a third of what they should be.
You know what? If we were,
wow,
we are so lucky that we are not alive in the Middle Ages, because we would be fucking dead.
I would have
died. Dead.
Mostly because I'm stupid, but also because I couldn't see.
Oh God.
And on completely downer note, let's talk about the fucking Oscars, friends.
Justice for Paddington 2.
Justice for Paddington 2
was fucking snubbed this year. What? I'm gonna just recite all of the awards that I have Paddington 2 down to be nominated for in my ideal awards ceremony. Okay,
good.
Here we
this
go.
Is the Helena. Is this the Helena Awards document?
This is the Helena Awards. I have it down for best costume design. I have it down for best production design. I have it down for best use of a non-original song for Rain on the Roof at the end credits or mid-credits scene with Hugh Grant. Thank you, Stephen Sondheim.
We have the Thanks for Making Me Cry Asshole Award.
Yep. We have best voice acting or motion capture performance for Ben Whishaw as the bear himself.
True.
We have best supporting actor for Hugh Grant, obviously. We have best ensemble cast. We have, I believe, best picture. But alas, none of those things. Well, some of those awards are not real. They are ones invented by me, although they should be real awards. And
God, yes.
Also, Paddington 2 was just snubbed.
Sorry, I just saw the award that was Best Ensemble of Actors I would love to see together in an actual good movie that wasn't directed and written by Adam McKay and didn't involve them wearing lots of makeup so they could look more like famous war criminals. That one was swept by Vice.
That is such an iconically specific award, and Helena, my hat is off to you.
It needs to be a real award this year.
I like the Helenas a lot better than I like the Oscars.
Me too.
I do too. Paddington 2 is in for Best Picture.
Good.
It's so nice that we're gonna get to the Oscars and they'll be like, actually, we hecked up.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a La La Land 2. Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
We originally had in this that we were gonna talk about how the cinematography and editing and makeup and live action short awards were going to be airing during the commercial break, but no longer because people were like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Because Guillermo called.
Yeah, because Guillermo, they heard us screaming, and Guillermo del Toro got on everybody and was like, "Hey, guess what? You need film to have a film, which means you need cameras and someone to put the movie together."
Unless you want them to look like the little Pepsi commercials that we made in middle school. You know? You need a real editor and a cinematographer.
The two things separating Paddington 2 from your Pepsi commercial are cinematography and editing.
Yep. I should say director of photography. Sorry.
And Ben Whishaw, pardon me.
Who I didn't have when I was in middle school.
So
it's true.
So we're gonna start with visual effects.
Yeah, who do we think is gonna win?
Oh, not Avengers. Avengers 4. Infinity War.
I don't. I'm afraid that it is, honestly, and I can't believe
man.
that this sentence is about to come out of my mouth.
Okay.
I would rather see Ready Player One win this than Avengers Infinity War.
I agree, actually. Like,
I
as much
haven't
of a joke
even
as that is.
seen Ready Player One. But
I'm trying to think of, like, Solo obviously was... not to be that guy.
Middling.
I actually kind of liked Solo.
I enjoyed Solo a lot.
I know I know I'm in a safe space right now, so I can say that.
Actually, hang on. No, Phoebe Waller-Bridge as the droid that counts as visual effects?
I would imagine.
Was that
yeah,
great. That was visual, that wasn't a practical effect. Never mind. Fucking I want Solo to win because that was really well done.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something stand out about Solo besides, like, it's Star Wars, so, like, most of this is visual effects, but no, you're right.
Yeah. Because it was so seamless that I forgot that it wasn't a practical effect.
Yeah. And the Kessel Run looked really good though too.
It did. Oh my god, you're right. I forgot everything about that movie, but you're right. That was phenomenal. Christopher Robin, as sweet of a movie as it is, the way that, like, the animals looked was kind of goofy, so...
It was a little hanky.
Yeah.
First Man was, like, I thought that it was very good. The visual effects were very simple, you know? But, I mean, like, used to really great effect, but it wasn't, like... for Ready Player One or Avengers or Solo, where that's like most of the movie requires some kind of effect. So I don't think it'll win that one.
Right.
I doubt it. My beef, and I am putting this on the record because this is how intense my fucking beef with Infinity War over this is, which is I basically forgot everything that happened in that movie immediately after seeing it because I don't care about Marvel movies anymore. Somebody was like, "Oh, so and so died in Infinity War," and I was like, "They did." Okay, I believe you. They're like, yeah, didn't you see that movie? I'm like, I mean, I believe you, and yes, I did see that movie, but that doesn't mean anything.
If Avengers Infinity War wins, I'm gonna text all of you and be like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. That's what I'm gonna do. You have my
There you
word.
go. I like it. Hey, I remember that part. No, so people were banging on and on and on about how good Thanos, aka Purple Joss Whedon, looked in that movie. I'm just saying. Okay, he's supposed to be like 8.5 or 9 feet tall, right? Big boy, thick boy.
Don't call him that.
Sorry, that's like a sex thing. Never mind.
I just had like such a visceral reaction to
I'm
that.
really sorry. Matty, delete that. Anyway, so Thanos, big purple motherfucker. He's supposed to be like 10 feet tall. Okay, he's standing next to... Fuck, what's her name? It's Uhura from the new Star Trek movies, but she's green.
Gamora.
Thank you.
Zoe Saldana.
She's like normal Zoe Saldana. Green Zoe Saldana. She's like a normal human being size, right?
She's actually a child, if we're talking about...
The issue actually, I mean, it was bad when she was a kid, but it happens multiple times. It happens when she's an adult. It happens when she's a child. The scaling is wrong. Because they hand Gamora and Thanos, hey, I got it right this time, they hand objects between each other. The objects don't scale properly. And I swear to God, it took me completely out of the movie. I was sitting there and I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm on board. Why is that bowl not 5 times bigger when he hands it to her?
No, that's good. That's fair.
It's such like a simple continuity editing thing that I noticed it immediately. I don't work in movies. I mean, I watch a lot of movies, but I'm not like a professional or anything. And I immediately saw it and I was like, that's wrong. That's like visually wacky. Also, we figured out how to do this with practical effects in 1999 for the Lord of the Rings movies, and it looked fine. Why does this suck so bad? Anyway, that's my whole beef with Avengers Infinity War.
So anyway, Solo should win.
So I hope Solo wins. I don't know. I have no earthly idea what's actually going to win, but Solo should win because the droid was awesome.
Also,
Bam.
Solo, obviously that movie's mostly visually effects. Visually effects. That's what we call them.
Yeah, there you go.
In 2020 where I live. So mostly visual effects. And I like, now that I think about it, is like I forgot that most of that is visual effects because it looks so,
like practical effects,
like natural. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very naturalistic.
So yeah, Solo. Costume design.
Costume design. Black Panther should win, but I know, Ezra, that you have very valid thoughts about this.
Okay. Again, I have another hot take here. I'm going to have fewer hot takes as we go on. I have a lot of hot takes about the technical categories. I apologize. Okay. Speculative fiction costuming and period piece costuming should be two different goddamn categories.
Agreed.
Because the beautiful, faultless recreation of historical dress in The Favorite, which incidentally reused fabrics across costumes, making it look like much of this was made by the same group of court dressmakers. Because people were literally ordering dresses to be made by the same person who was reusing, like, trimmings and stuff. I noticed, I flipped out, it was very exciting. That level of exquisite attention to detail, great reams and reams of historical research, amazing, absolutely award-worthy. Black Panther, exquisite work of speculative, imaginative creation, which also looks coherent while having, you can instantly distinguish different, like, subgroups of people, but they all look like the same overarching cultural group. It's unreal. Almost, but so different. It's like, how do you even compare those two? I think The Favorite is going to win, and I think I'm going to be mad about it.
And also, I think for Black Panther too, once again, it's so much research went into that because they are pulling from so many different areas. To build the speculation, they are pulling from real life things and making them and adjusting them and putting them to, like, both of them required a lot of thought and careful planning and processing for two entirely different, for recreation versus full on new creation.
Yeah, and it's both are just absolute masterworks.
So the award should go to Black Panther and The Favorite. It should be the first tie in Oscars history.
Yeah, fuck it. I would prefer to see Black Panther win purely because the sort of reflexive thing of giving costume awards to period pieces is, like, weird and annoying.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and it's also just for nominating them, too. It's just like, okay, but, like, if Beale Street Could Talk should have been nominated here, and it wasn't, so that's gross.
Yeah, also true.
Which is also a period piece, to be fair, but it's not, like, a costume drama necessarily, so...
Yeah.
Even though the careful, like, color work that went into the costume design... Like, somebody did a whole thread about it on Twitter, I can't remember who, but basically... the two leads in that movie, like, their costumes, like, right from the very beginning are contrasted with each other, like, blue and yellow, like, they wear the inverse of what each the other is wearing, like, and that's, like, throughout the movie, and it's just, like, really subtle and really beautifully done, and it's not nominated here, and that is silly, so.
Yeah, subtle costuming work gets kind of automatically overlooked, and it's really frustrating.
Makeup and hair, who do we think is going to win for that?
I didn't see any of these.
Oh, Vice.
I think Vice is probably going to win based entirely on the fact
Vice
that
is probably going to win.
Yeah.
I don't want Vice to win because I don't want Vice to win anything, but I think Vice is going to win probably.
Yeah, same. I actually saw Mary Queen of Scots.
Mm-hmm.
It was fine. I will say the hair and makeup was very, very well done.
Well, maybe it'll be... I think that's like a surprise win, I think.
I would be very happy if that won. I think that they did a really good job. Just sort of... It was sort of like... I want to say workmanlike, but I want that to come off as a compliment. Where it was just like work. It wasn't the star of the show, but it did everything it needed to do. The hair and makeup did everything it needed to do in that movie.
It wasn't showy. It was like a solid thing to build everything else around.
Yeah, and it did the work that it needed to do in the movie. So, was an integral part of making the movie work.
Right.
But Vice is probably going to win.
Yeah, so Mary Quid of Scots should win. Vice will probably win. I didn't know anything about Border, so.
I mean, it looks like extreme makeup, but I haven't seen it yet, so.
Yeah, so we can't speak to that one, because I haven't
Border.
seen it either.
Sorry.
Might be.
Original song.
Shallow.
The only one I've heard is the one from Black Panther, which ruled, so.
Which one?
The one from Black Panther, because that's the only one on this list that I saw.
Really good. That song was really good. The one from Mary Poppins Returns was
It's gonna be Shallow.
Yeah, it's gonna be Shallow. I didn't even think that was the best song in Mary Poppins Returns, personally.
Yeah, I can't remember which one I liked the most.
I liked the one that was in the music hall when they were in the pot. Vase? Porcelain object that holds things. I don't remember what it was called, but they became, they went into an illustration on a piece of porcelain, and then there was a music hall number.
Oh god, I don't remember.
That Lin-Manuel Miranda and Emily Blunt did, and it had some extremely blatant innuendo for a children's movie, incidentally. I definitely made a scandalized face. I was like, oh boy.
Ezra, until you said Lin-Manuel Miranda, I swear to God, I thought you were talking about Star is Born. And I was like, what?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't see that movie. I'm not interested in seeing that movie. And I just, hate Bradley Cooper for no reason, so no thank you. What? No, Mary Poppins Returns.
I was like, the song that they'd sing when they're on the toilet. I don't remember that.
Not a toilet, no, like a painted porcelain art object.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
okay.
Oh
anyway.
boy.
Anyway.
So Shallow will probably win. All the stars should win.
Yeah. Oh, the Black Panther soundtrack was really good.
Original score, once again, I have only seen Black Panther. I didn't see fucking any of these, my dudes.
I would be happy with either Black Panther or If Beale Street Could Talk. Both of them were amazing. So
Black Klansman was well done, I thought. I didn't necessarily feel like it blew me away, but it was good.
I didn't notice the score so much in Black Klansman, but that's just my beat because I'm focused on the performances, I think.
I was definitely focused on the acting, and I was focused on other elements of Black Klansman, to be fair. And then I didn't see Isle of Dogs. Obviously, Alexander Desplat is one of my favorite composers of film scores.
True.
And I'm sure he did his customary, extremely good work, but I didn't see Isle of Dogs, so.
I don't remember the score that much from that. I did see it, but
Fair.
But if Black Panther and If Beale Street Could Talk, I noticed while I was watching it, and I was like, oh, so both very good. What's next? Production design. Oh shit!
Black Panther, First Man, Favorite, Mary Poppins, Roma.
Man,
once again, Black Panther had some. This is once again where it's one of those things where it's is it a recreation or is it a creation?
Yeah, Black Panther should win production design. It just hands down. I mean, because it's everything.
It was phenomenal.
If Black Panther wins production design and Roma wins best cinematography, I will be happy with that. The production design in Roma was also insanely good because of just fuck the detail. But I think that could also easily just go to Black Panther too, and I'd be happy with it. I don't know who will win though.
Yeah. The issue with a lot of the technical ones is it's kind of hard to tell where they're gonna pick. Sometimes it seems like the picks come out of left field, and you're like, oh, I have no clue what's gonna win here. This is what I personally would pick, but who fucking knows at this point? Sound mixing. I always get a little bit confused with sound mixing versus sound editing, so I feel like I don't have.
I can clarify that.
Oh boy. Oh, I should be able to explain this. Yeah, I'm gonna let Helena explain it.
So, like, sound editing is about any kind of added sound. It's about, like, dubbing. It's about adding, dealing with dialogue. It's about Foley effects, sound effects, adding that all in. And then, like, mixing is controlling how that sounds, basically. That was a really bad explanation. But, like, the sound mixer makes sure that the sound, like, the dialogue and the sound effects and everything else are like sound good, basically, and it's not like the dialogue is super quiet and then the effects are super loud. It's making sure that they sound good.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sound editing is the ingredient, sound mixing is the recipe.
Yes, thank you.
That actually made it less make sense, but that's
God
okay.
Damn it, never mind. Sorry.
No, it made
my bad.
It made sense to me.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, this is my opportunity to just give a random shout out to all of the Foley artists out there, none of whom I'm sure are listening to this, but like every time I think about all of the stuff that Foley artists do, like my brain breaks a little bit in abject admiration.
I wanted to do that for a long time because I wanted to be a Foley artist. Maybe I still will be.
Hey.
Oh, and the sound mixer also like records the sound too, I believe.
Yes, that is true.
Okay, so sound mixing, I'll leave that one up to those who have a better idea of what it is. I have a hard pick for sound editing, and I will not include, there will be no discussion about sound editing, but sound mixing.
I mean, once again, for sound mixing, the only one of these I even saw was Black Panther.
I think that Roma should win for sound mixing.
Cool.
I believe you.
I heard Roma was phenomenal, so it's
supposed to be a masterpiece, so
yeah.
There you go. I co-sign that. I have no clue what it might go to A Star Is Born.
Yeah,
it might. It could also the worst timeline is that it goes to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
but that's
you can't make
possible.
Me see that. Nothing will stop me from just having judgments about Bohemian Rhapsody without seeing it, because I've made them and nothing is going to cause me to see that movie.
That's fair. I'll see it at some point, I think. But...
We didn't say who we thought was going to win original score. I think that If Beale Street Could Talk is going to win. I think.
Which one?
If Beale Street Could Talk, just because Nicholas Britell has been nominated before. I don't think he's won, but I think he's going to win.
That's a good chance.
I don't know for sure. I would like him to win. That would be good.
I think that is a fairly solid bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sound editing, it's A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place should win. I don't care who will win. A Quiet Place should win. That movie was fucking phenomenal. I honestly forgot he was up for the Oscars this year. And it blew me away. I walked out of the movie theater with my friend, like, blown away as a piece of film craft, not just a horror movie. So this is the only thing that it has a nom for. This is the thing it should have a nom for above everything else. It should win. No discussion.
Yeah.
Film editing.
It should win.
I really hope it wins.
Sorry. If you guys actually want to talk about why I'm right.
No, I don't. I have nothing to add to that. I co-sign that wholeheartedly, and I have nothing to add.
If nothing else, just the way that with the daughter whose name I can't remember right now, but whose actress, who I believe Millicent Simmons, I think is her name. First of all, props for casting an actual young deaf actress in the role of a deaf character. Second of all, the decision to like have the sound cut out when it went to her perspective was really good. And it was like, a way to kind of like introduce that important aspect of her character without being like them talking to each other like, oh, what are we gonna do? Our child is deaf and these monsters, are like attack based on sound. Like it was like, which could have been awful. It could have been like a really bad way of doing it, but they did it in a really respectful and like smart way. So sound editing to A Quiet Place.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Film editing. If Vice wins film editing, I'm gonna like Kermit. I'll just like I'm gonna die.
Honestly, I mean, I've the only two I saw were Black Klansman and The Favorite. I thought Black Klansman had great editing.
It did. I think that's my choice. I think.
Yeah, it was really well. I think it was really well done. I don't think that I liked The Favorite a ton. I don't feel like the editing was like really super stand out or anything about it.
Yeah, there's nothing that I noticed. That doesn't mean that that's probably a good thing, but you know, it's kind of like
it was
Vice,
unremarkable.
Yeah, for Vice, it's like the editing in that movie is a choice. It's a choice that someone is making. I don't like it. It's bad. It makes no sense. But okay, I guess that's what we're just letting that in there. That's fine. Okay. Not gonna say anything else about that. So I don't know what will win. I guess probably Vice will win, and then I'll die.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Vice wins, I will Kermit.
Yeah. I have no idea who's gonna win Best Foreign Language Film. I'm thinking Roma, but I also think that this could be
this is a little bit of a scramble. Shoplifters was supposed to be fucking phenomenal, but Roma was all supposed to be... I heard good things about both of them. I didn't really hear much about the others. I heard a smidge about Cold War, but nothing, like, substantial.
I think it'll probably come down to either Roma or Shoplifters.
Yeah, and very good things about Capernaum, too, or Capernaum. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Never Look Away.
I don't know anything about, I would say Capernaum, but that's
Capernaum. Thank you. That sounds more correct.
Yeah, I think it's Capernaum.
Never Look Away, I saw the trailer for. Yeah. It's 3 hours long. I would like to see it. It looks very nice, but I think Roma...
I think Roma will probably win.
Yeah.
I think that sounds...
Shoplifters
solid.
won the award at Cannes, but I don't know... live action short, I don't know anything about.
I was gonna say, did any of us see any of the shorts or any of the documentaries?
I did not.
Nope. I would like to put in a prediction for best documentary, though.
Yeah, go for it.
I think that based on the Academy's choices, I think that RPG is going to win in absence of the Mr. Rogers documentary being nominated.
Which, like, how? What the fuck?
I mean, I've seen it. There's a hot take from the Vanity Fair critic Richard Lawson, which I kind of agree with, that like it's about a great subject, but the documentary itself is kind of like, yeah, the filmmaking is fine.
Oh, okay.
That kind of thing where people are awarding the subject of the doc rather than how it's done.
That is a very, I can't really speak to that, but that is a very valid one. I think RBG is going to win. I saw the trailer for Hale County this evening, like several times, and I really need to actually watch that.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about like every single one of these, particularly Minding the Gap, which I really want to see. So that I would say that would be my like surprise win, but I think probably RBG is going to win.
Yeah, that would not shock me.
Cinematography, oh god.
Based on what I've heard, I think Roma should win. I haven't seen any of these movies. I'm just taking a hard stance. I think it probably will. That would not surprise me. But once again, I don't trust the fucking Academy, so...
No, I think it will win because I don't think it's going to win Best Picture.
All of these, except for A Star Is Born, are very deserved nominations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked the cinematography in The Favorite. I liked all those fisheye lenses.
Me too.
I don't know. I thought they were cool, and they put people, like, they put me off balance in a good way, and it gave this kind of, that air of, like, everything that happens here is a little bit of a carnival funhouse, kind of a, they were very, like, funhouse mirror, and you're like, oh, wow, yeah, like, you can't trust anything here, everything's distorted and weird.
It contributed to a lot of what I think is my favorite thing about The Favorite, which is that it's like really reinventing in an excellent way what a period piece can look like and what a period piece can do. And part of that is in the direction, and like part of that is also with the cinematography. So I would not be like upset with The Favorite win.
I think it should go to Roma, but The Favorite would be my second choice.
Original screenplay.
Ooh, okay. Hot take. I fucking loved the screenplay for The Favorite.
Oh, that is an absolutely deserved hot take.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking aces. I didn't see First Reformed. I'm sorry, Ethan Hawke. I'm going to.
It's so good.
I can't wait. I'm waiting for that to come out on DVD so I can just like watch it in the like dark in my living room by myself and lose my mind.
I would be happy with either The Favorite or First Reformed, but I think that The Favorite above all, I don't know if they're going to actually win.
I doubt it. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know that The Favorite is going to win.
I have a horrifying suspicion that Green Book is going to win Best Original Screenplay because it won the Golden Globe for
that would not surprise me either.
So I'm also going to Kermit in that situation as well. I'll have to revive myself and then die again. So
yeah,
that might happen.
Okay. And then come back for adapted screenplay, which there's a few good contenders here, actually.
Yeah, I put down from my prediction that I think that BlacKkKlansman was the most likely.
It was good.
Yeah.
I did enjoy BlacKkKlansman. I thought it had a good screenplay.
I would not mind if Beale Street Could Talk would win.
Neither would
the
I.
three that I think are like I would be pretty chill with any of them winning are BlacKkKlansman, Can You Forgive Me, and If Beale Street Could Talk. The other ones are A Star Is Born, which is like, okay. And then The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which I don't know anything about. It's a Coen Brothers movie. I heard some mixed shit about it. I'm like, okay, I don't care. So
yeah, it's fine.
Mood.
It's whatever. It's not as good as the other that we want to win.
Yeah. Animated short, Bao was beautiful, and I cried.
It's probably gonna win.
Yeah. One Small Step was also good, if I recall, but Bao should win. So
yeah, it should.
Animated feature. What are we gonna do with Spider-Man? Yeah,
we're gonna Kermit again.
Yeah, we're gonna launch the entire voting body of the Academy is just gonna get spontaneously launched into the sun and deserve it.
Yes.
If Into the Spider-Verse doesn't win for animated feature.
God, listen to our animated movies
episode.
Hey.
Listen to our first episode on animated movies for like at least 20 minutes of discussion about why that movie is a fucking masterpiece.
Director?
Oh God.
Oh boy.
I think that Alfonso Cuarón is probably going to win. Maybe Spike Lee.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Spike Lee would not be a surprise.
The thing is that Spike Lee has never won.
He hasn't. Yeah, that's what it is. This might be his year. BlacKkKlansman, and okay, gonna get political for a second. BlacKkKlansman was, I thought, a very good movie. I thought it had surprisingly nuanced and on-point things to say about the experience of Jewish whiteness, sort of in addition to its content about Black identity and the police and the KKK. That was sort of like an added bonus of like, oh wow, dang. It was also, I think, fairly accessible to white people. And I think that is a point in Spike Lee's favor in the question of, is he going to win an Oscar this year?
Yeah, because everybody has been saying, like, the reason that he's never, like, he's an excellent filmmaker and a very innovative filmmaker, so it's absolutely nuts that he's never won anything before. The reason is that they see him as being too controversial because he, makes a movie like When the Levees, was it When the Levee Breaks? So it's that kind of thing, like the Academy doesn't like it when, Black people say stuff about racism
Black people
in America.
having opinions. Oh
yeah.
boy. Yeah.
So When the Levees Broke, that's the name of it. So it's just like he makes really innovative movies, and he has some stuff to say both in his movies and in like his interviews that don't really what's the term I'm looking for? Don't really he doesn't hold anything back, so that's why they haven't one of the reasons why they haven't given anything to him yet. So it might be his year for that, but also the buzz for Roma is like huge. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's more like I think that there is a larger than previous year's chance that this is Spike Lee's year.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's bullshit that Adam McKay is in here. Anyway.
Supporting actress?
Supporting actress. Regina King, I think, is probably going to win.
Please.
Yeah.
Supporting actor?
Supporting actor, who's gonna win? I think Mahershala
This one was
Ali.
a difficult one we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love Mahershala Ali as an actor. I don't love the idea of Green Book. I just, I think that he's probably going to win because, as we said before we started recording, this is the type of movie or role, unfortunately, that the Academy likes to give to Black actors and Black characters. So,
Yep.
I don't know. Probably it's gonna win.
Does he deserve it? Yes. Is it one of
yeah.
those things where he deserves more than just this? And, like, this is one of those things where it's like, well, this is still some weird racist shit? Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see Richard E. Grant pop out as a dark horse.
Please.
I mean, the guy is just... has been turning in top-of-the-line performances in good and bad movies for 30 years.
Yep.
Like, he is such an actor's actor.
And he's a genuinely, like, good person, and he deserves it, and
Yeah.
it would be great. We're not going to talk about Sam Rockwell being nominated. Man, I can't believe that Sam Rockwell was nominated for Galaxy Quest again. He already won for it last year.
He's
So
been
wild,
winning for
right?
Galaxy Quest for over 50 years.
We're gonna break into Sam Rockwell's house and change the names on all of his awards to being for Galaxy Quest.
I don't think he'll stop us. Lead
No.
actress is hard.
Oh, Best Actress is really hard. I mean, it's not hard. Glenn Close is gonna win an Oscar this year, but it's emotionally hard.
Yeah, it's emotionally hard for the first three, especially.
I think, as we said, this is one of those categories where, like, anybody would win and we'd probably be okay with it. Lady Gaga is like, yeah, I like you. I feel like this movie didn't deserve to be nominated for as much as it was, so, like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think, like, she would be the one I'd be least satisfied with. And then, like, everybody else, Yalitza Aparicio, I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm probably also not getting that right, but she was wonderful, and this is also, like, her first movie, which is insane.
Unreal.
She was, I think, either a teacher or training to be a teacher before this, and she's just so incredible in Roma. So it's great to see her there. I don't think she's going to win, unfortunately, because I think this is Glenn Close's year. Olivia Colman, obviously, you know my feelings on Olivia Colman, so we don't have
Olivia
to...
Colman, I want Olivia Colman to get an Oscar for The Favorite for, like, almost just, like, selfish reasons. But, like, her performance was so... I don't even have the right adjectives for
Complex?
it. So... Yeah, it was so nuanced and complex and layered and brave. And I don't like using that word really about, but it was very, yeah. She did a lot of things to serve the story.
I think that if anyone were to usurp the award, it would be her. I think that she's second in line.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. Lead actor?
Hey, why can't we go back in time and have Viggo Mortensen win for Captain fucking Fantastic instead? Sorry, that was unnecessarily vehement.
So Helena's Best Actor nominations were Stephan James for If Beale Street Could Talk, Ethan Hawke for First Reformed, and Joaquin Phoenix for You Were Never Really Here. They all won. Congratulations. I can't believe
Where
it.
is Ethan Hawke on this list? Literally,
He's not
where
on
is
there.
Ethan Hawke on this list? I know, but, like, how?
I don't fucking know. I don't understand.
That seemed like a natural fit.
And it's not like he hasn't been winning other awards. Like, it's been him, and it's been, like, okay, I think up until recently it's been him and Christian Bale, and then occasionally Rami Malek. But it's been, like, him and Christian Bale, and, you know, obviously my preferences were Ethan Hawke, because I don't care about biopic performances. But he's fantastic. It's also, like, the apex of his career, and it's just insane that he's not in here. I don't understand. Anyway, wow.
So Ethan Hawke's gonna win.
Ethan Hawke's gonna win.
It's so nice that Ethan Hawke's gonna win for Best Actor. Tune back in on Sunday night to see Ethan win Best Actor. Ethan win? Oh my god. I'm just calling him Ethan now. That's how passionate I am about this. We're on first name terms.
Friend of the show.
Ethan Hawke's gonna win, and he's gonna get a hawk as his award. A hawk's gonna swoop in and land on his arm, and it's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna fucking rule, yeah.
I honestly have no idea for Best Picture.
I have no clue.
I want Black Panther to win. I think that Black Panther should win.
I would be happy with Roma. I would be happy with The Favorite. I would be happy with Black Klansman and Black Panther.
Yeah, I would say those are the ones that's like, if any of those win, I'll be like, fucking sweet. If any of the other ones, I'll be like, well, okay. But did you deserve it?
I feel like if any of the other ones win, it's just going to be like me going back to, as I do every single year, watch the Oscars, go, oh yeah, I hate the Oscars.
Yeah, and then close Twitter.
It's like the horrifying possibility that Green Book could win Best Picture is just like, I like wake up in a cold sweat at night thinking about it. But
it is a movie that easily appeals to, once again, let it be frank, we are all white, and therefore you could really take anything we say with a grain of salt, and like, we clearly don't have firsthand experience with this. We're doing our best, and I also, like, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to step on any toes. But remember the dad in the Get Out who would have voted for Obama a third time? I think he would have liked the Green Book.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it.
There's articles that we could link to about the whole mess behind Green Book, not only with the content of the film itself, but also with this behind the scenes stuff, how the family of I'm blanking on his name, the Mahershala Ali character, is it Don Shirley?
Yes, Don Shirley.
How his family is like, this is not how it happened. This is completely exaggerating the effect that this friendship had on Don Shirley and his family, and how the writer and the director of Green Book like completely ignored them and did not consult them about it. Did not apologize for how they felt that was misrepresented. And then also a tweet was unearthed from the writer of the screenplay that was like replying to a tweet that Donald Trump had made a couple years back about how he heard that on 9/11 there were Muslims cheering in New Jersey or whatever, that bullshit. And the writer of the screenplay replied to him saying like that, yeah, that's true, I heard that, even though it's obvious bullshit that that did not happen.
All right, so I was gonna say if A Star Is Born or Vice wins, I'm gonna curb it, but we're gonna throw Green Book into that as well. If any of the three of them win, I'm just gonna I'm gonna die for the third and final time, and I will not be re-risen. I will see you in the afterlife.
It's been real and it's been fun.
Fucking
where all of Sam Rockwell's Oscars for Galaxy Quest have gone.
Yeah, I think I'll See You in the Afterlife is a good title for our Oscar podcast.
That's true.
Okay.
God.
So that's kind of our quick rundown on the nominations for the year. If you want to see a full list, I will tweet one out. I think,
and
probably
we'll
soon.
be back in like, what is it? We'll be back in like 10 days for us and about 25 seconds for you with our post-Oscars hangover discussion.
Right. The pregame is over. The hangover is now.
It's coming your way.
But not the Hangover with Bradley Cooper, because...
Not that one.
No,
We're
God,
sticking Bradley
no.
Cooper.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that fucking movie even existed.
How could you? It was everywhere. We couldn't escape it. They made like 12 of them.
I'm really good at blocking things out sometimes.
God, I wish that were me.
They made more Hangover movies than they made Avengers movies.
Are you fucking with me right now?
The Hangover
emotionally.
Extended Universe.
I'm rolling an acrobatics check to go out my window right now.
I thought you were gonna say you were gonna come like fucking hit me.
No!
I'm rolling an acrobatics check to roll through time and space to come punch me in the face.
If we still lived together, I would have thrown something at you. It would probably have been trash. Raleigh would have chased it.
All right.
I think this is a good place to
Okay, anyway.
listening to
Enough.
people at the movies.
Yeah. This is Snake People at the Movies. We'll be back.
Hey everyone, this is Matty, 1/3 of your Snake Council. As you can tell by the length of this episode, we actually had to split our Oscars episode into 2 parts because we talked so much about the lead up to the Oscars and then had so much to say about the actual Oscars itself that we had to split it up into 2 episodes. Now, our normal releasing schedule, which I did not mention last episode, is going to be every 2 weeks. It's going to be every other Thursday. But because we said we were going to do 1 full episode, we decided to kind of give you a double dose of Sneople this week, and we should have the next episode out this weekend. No later than next Tuesday, but we're really hoping to shoot for this weekend. So, yay! You're going to get all your Oscars info that you could ever want, just a few days spread out. So, until then, I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here at Sneople at the Movies from the Infinity Break Network. You can catch more of stuff from the network at infinitybreak.net. And then if you want to talk to us, your Snake Council, your Snouncil. God, that sounds so dumb when I say it out loud. Snouncil. It's cool. I'm sticking with it. If you want to talk to the Snouncil, you can find us on Twitter at people_snake, or you can shoot us an email at sneepleatthemovies@gmail.com. Our music, as always, was done by John Ronaldo. You can find at Johnny Ronaldo on Twitter. And as per usual, also, if you want to hear us talk about a specific movie or a specific genre or basically anything movies related, if you want to yell about the Oscars because, oh my god, wow, what an Oscars it was. Come chat us up. Come hit us up. Also, because we're still pretty early on in the process, if you can leave a review on iTunes, that would be very much appreciated. Share it with your friends. Share it with anyone who you think would like this kind of show. We really appreciate everything you could do for us. With that all being said, thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the movies.